And we're back in the kitchen for another cookie. So the first ones I'm going to start with are the molasses, Chewy Molasses Cookies. Now these are like rolled into balls and then they're rolled into granulated sugar, placed on a cooking tray, and then they'll actually come out and they're nice and chewy. We have 2 1/4 cups of flour. We have 1 tablespoon of baking soda, which I've already pre-measured. And those are basically the dry ingredients besides your spices. Now for spices, we have a couple teaspoons of ginger, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, which will also go into the dry ingredients. This will also require 3/4 of a cup of butter. Now for those who don't know, basically sticks of butter come in a 1/2 cup. So by having a 1/2 of a 1/2, you actually have 3/4 of a cup. And this is softened so it's ready to be used. We're going to need an egg and then 1/4 of a cup of molasses. Now molasses is a little bit slower to come out, but this one's not too bad. And this will give the cookies their nice deep rich color. To that, we're going to add in here a 1 cup packed brown sugar. And it is so packed, it's not coming out. There it comes. And then the molasses is going to go in here. And again, that was 1/4 of a cup. We'll let that mix for a second. And then we're going to just go ahead and add the butters. Cream these all together really well. Now again, this is a recipe that would normally call for salt. But because I use salted butter, I go ahead and I omit the salt from my recipe. Now the molasses will make this a little stickier and with the butter, so you go ahead and make sure you scrape off the sides really well so everything's mixed good. And to that I'm going to add 1 egg. And just in case you didn't know either, usually 1 egg is like 1/4 of a cup. And again, I'm going to just scrape the bowl again before I go ahead and add the dry ingredients, just to make sure that everything is going to be incorporated well. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them to a different bowl and allow them to chill. And again, we're going to make these into quarter-sized balls and then roll those in granulated sugar. The dough is just really too soft right now to handle. Usually takes, I'd say, 30 minutes to an hour for them to chill off, especially with it being so cold outside right now. I think we woke up this morning and had 2 degrees, so it's definitely winter time. All right. So I'm going to put a saran wrap on this, put it out to chill, and because we're in video world, we can actually fast forward and get on to the rolling of the balls in just a few minutes in your world, and it'll be about an hour in mine. See you then. Okay, we're back with our molasses cookies. They have chilled for about 2 hours, and you'll see that the dough is quite firm. And what we're going to do now is we're going to make 1.5 inch balls. So roughly the size of like a walnut or a quarter. To that, we're going to roll these in a granulated sugar, and that's basically, I just have it in a paper plate. And then we're going to put them about 2 inches apart on a cookie sheet. Yield, I would say, is normally about 60 cookies. Again, it depends on the size of the cookies you make. If you're a little bit more generous with your balls, and then it'll be fewer cookies, and if they're a little smaller, of course, then you're going to have a little bit more. Okay, this tray is ready to go in. These will cook for about 12 to 15 minutes in a 350 degree preheated oven. Okay, after they sit a minute or 2 on the tray, it's time to take them off and let them cool on a cooling rack. They smell super gingery, and then coupled with the molasses makes for a nice chewy cookie. Okay, so there we have our Chewy Molasses Cookies. They definitely smell very gingery. So if you like ginger and you like the molasses combination, this is kind of like a quick, easy way of doing it besides a little bit of a refrigerator time. And we hope you enjoy them, and let us know if you try them out. And happy baking!